Hello everyone, and welcome to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. My webcam's a little out of focus there. We're bringing back hot chocolate. Ooh, that's really good. I'm trying a new blend. Yeah, I used to drink so much hot chocolate while playing these games. We're bringing it back. This episode we're going to do 2, and if possibly 3, side quests. But I know for sure there's a side quest.
I wish to be alone.
Um,
Killed with one perfect shot to each.
I know for sure. I think Iron Coffin and Blindsided are the ones we're doing. Southwestern side of Grandsurvey. With his eyes shot out. Okay. Old ruins. It's only about 6 ounces, unfortunately. But damn, is that good. Nice and chocolatey. It's a mocha blend, I believe. Do. Tom. Old ruins. Cool. Alrighty. You probably see fucking Cthulhu out there. If I look hard enough. Shit.
Sir?
Merhaba. Good day to be alive.
And by extension, a poor day to take a bullet. Why are you just standing there?
I came to take the deceased to the cemetery, but caught sight of Mother Nature's bounty and had to drink my fill. He won't mind anyway. Let me tell you, friend, the sweet sea air, the calming whisper of the waves, it's a salve for all ills.
What happened?
Do you know what happened here?
Officer said there was a duel, shots fired, and then that fellow took his last breath. Reminds me of last year.
So the inspectors have been and gone?
Of course. Police don't let an undertaker do his work before they finish theirs.
What happened last year?
You mentioned a previous incident.
It was in the old city ruins. I remember the deceased was very rich. Front page news, very, very rich he was. But a coin makes a poor shield, as I always say. And who needs it when a view like this is free?
It's so true. You know who's cool?
Who died?
Oh, no, mister. It is not my place to say.
Not your place. Nonsense. As you say, he won't mind.
Death with dignity, that's all we can hope for, sir. He doesn't need his name out there.
Alright, I'm getting the fuck out.
We're
This place is fucking scenic.
This man is no more. He's ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He's a stiff. Bereft of life, he rests in peace. You know the rest.
Yeah. Sure do.
The bullet entered the heart at an angle, implying it was fired from an elevated position. He died instantly. A key for a birdcage? I'll take it. Predictably, the rumors were exaggerated. The blindfold is intact with both eyes unharmed. A Webley top-break revolver. Blank cartridges filled with a wax-covered gelatin bullet. Effectively harmless even at close range, but leaves a nice red splash on impact.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, I got a duelist suit. Hey, kind of snazzy. Blinds enemies all by itself.
You know what? That Undertaker has a point. It is beautiful here.
It is. This game is typically beautiful. Where's the gun case?
Blank cartridges filled with red wax-covered gelatin
There's
bullets.
2 guns in each.
Most assuredly non-lethal, if rather theatrical on impact.
Oh, so the other person took out his bullets.
The corner of the box is broken, likely from being dropped. A case for dueling Webley revolvers.
Mandatory blind dueling club rules. Do not talk about the blind dueling. I've already solved it. Unless this isn't a straight up Fight Club ripoff. Do not talk about the blind dueling club. Never miss an opportunity to practice your shooting skills. Do not shed blood at duels or other club meetings. We, the undersigned, hereby declare that this duel shall be subject to and bound by the Blind Dueling Club's strict code of honor. May the winner be crowned Blind Champion, signed EVS and JD. Witnessed by HFVC, Honorable Referee, and Head of the Blind Dueling Club.
Gosh, how exciting. I always wanted to be a member of a club. I bet you couldn't join. No good at following orders, are you, Sherry?
Ah, the contest then. I shall prove my blind devotion, so to speak, to their inane rules, and you shall eat your words.
I mean, this basically is Fight
A
Club.
blindfold, discarded or lost.
Because he's not real, but I think he's real.
The duelist eventually reloaded his gun, but all the cartridges were filled with red non-lethal rounds. Your opponent was behind you.
Interesting. Fulfill the Blind Dueling Club rules. Oh, okay. Don't talk about the club. Never miss an opportunity to practice your shooting skills. Do not shed blood. Okay, that's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. I can do that.
Red stains, relatively fresh.
Ooh, that's a Lamont, right?
A Lamont revolver, .42 caliber.
My brain is huge. My brain is fucking huge. I've also played a lot of Red Dead.
One chamber is empty, the others are filled with live rounds.
Okay, he definitely fell backwards. There's no way he didn't.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay. The only one I think would be different as this one. Maybe he walked away and...
The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. It may have been the referee who took advantage of the duelists while they were blindfolded. This seems plausible, but I must consider all options. What if there was another person here?
Okay.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. There may have been someone else here, a fourth person waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Not only am I missing evidence, I'm missing a key evidence.
Sometimes I think beauty can blind you, or you can be blind to beauty, you know? Did he see it all around him, do you think, before he covered his eyes and drew his pistol?
Let's get to the point.
Can we please leave the nattering behind?
Oh, friend, relax. Life's too short to be short with people.
Enough tomfoolery. Give me the victim's name.
I told you that's his business, not yours. 2 men duelled, 1 man died. When you hit a rock, stop digging. What does this have to do with me? Doesn't ring a bell. I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say. What does this have to do with me?
There is more to this case than meets the eye. The victim fell not to his dual opponent, but a hidden marksman in the room. Abandon your oversimplistic ideals and tell me the name of the deceased so his killer can be caught.
Ah, that is wrong, to be sure. Okay, the man's name was Eric von Staub. I heard the officers say that he lived in Scaladio.
At last. You may return to your vacant stare.
Alright, and that's all evidence collected here. First rule satisfied. Okay. So I need to go to the Cordona Chronicle. tragic incident in Old City. The young heir to one of Cordona's richest families has died in a blind duel. During the curious incident, the victim, who cannot be named until all of his family are informed, stepped in the wrong direction, falling off the cliff to his death. The survivors have expressed their deepest regrets and sworn to never duel again. Origins of the blind dueling club, perhaps? We've succeeded in not talking about the blind dueling club.
Did you hear Basilio Copello is in jail? A dead body was found in his shoulder.
Hold on. Alright, get in the safe. Something else. I know there's an achievement here that you can miss if you're not dressed as a police officer.
Did you hear Basilio Copello?
Curiosity is piqued by talk that Basilio Copello, the owner of the famous Armand Copello home security company, has been arrested. His situation is quite peculiar. A dead man named Niccolo Detti has been found dead inside a safe in Basilio's store. Basilio claims innocence, but the evidence is against him. He is being held in the holding cells in the police
In the
station.
police. Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
Okay. A man is reported to have been shot in the old ruins. The victim has been identified as Eric von Staub, born in 1857, unmarried. Year of death, 1880. Place of residence, von Staub residence in Cordona. Relatives, Irma von Staub, mother, died in 1877, horse accident. Gerard von Staub, father, died in 1877, horse accident. Magda Irma von Staub, sister, lives in von Staub residence on Baskerville Street between Vernet Street and Bonaparte Street, Southern Scaladio. Cool.
What a long day.
Excuse me, but are you Mr. Capello? My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm hoping you could spare a moment to talk.
Manners, what a pleasant surprise. Most of your colleagues have lacked even the simplest of common courtesies.
You're a suspect, sir, but not yet a criminal. I shan't treat you as such. Your case is refreshingly unusual, and I wish to get to the bottom of it.
Manners and enthusiasm. Huh. May you go far, young man. What can I help you with?
Married? Yeah, I'm gonna go with methodic. He doesn't strike me as someone who's
You are surprisingly composed for a man accused of murder. Not so easily shaken, I take it.
Life is full of surprises. You'd be astonished how many deals go sour due to a force majeure. One becomes skilled at adapting. I am confident this will all be set straight. Until then, I will endure.
Much how you endure that injured hand. Those bruises look painful, but you seem barely aware of it. Were you attacked?
No. A minor accident, nothing more. My heady days as a man out to prove his valor are far behind me. I now know that to succeed in life, one must stay calm and plan ahead. The world will turn your way eventually. And if it does not, then one must persuade it so.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Capello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal?
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seems so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
A coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed. Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank, and did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes a dozen times a day for a dozen years. I do not recall.
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Surely you jest. That man and I have never met, and never would, unless he became the first deity in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Godona. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the deities tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded. The Capellos rightfully struck back, but there has been bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story, or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
Alright.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation. And please, sir, would you check on my wife before you depart?
Most
Thank
certainly.
you. I will endeavor to speak with her before I leave the station.
Please, treat her gently. Women lack our resilience when it comes to ordeals like this. I shall eagerly await your return. After all, there's little else I can do.
Mrs. Capello, please wait in the office. The inspector will be here soon.
You must be the inspector.
Would you be Augusta Capello?
Must I really repeat myself to every baby-faced man in uniform that strides in?
Forgive me, I am not the inspector, but I am working on your husband's case.
Then I have nothing to say to you. Come back with the inspector in charge so that we may dispense with the endless repetition.
Whilst I prefer German composers, the harp solo from Lucia di Lammermoor stands out as one of Donizetti's finest contributions to the form. I'm sure Basilio thought the same.
He did. How? Did he tell you how we met?
Oh, there was no need. It is trivial to observe how much you value your memories of playing harp in the orchestra, and even an amateur Italian harpist would be familiar with Donizetti's finest work.
Yes. Music is a balm in these uncertain times. It is nice to meet another who appreciates it.
Much as I appreciate the truth. Please, Mrs. Capello, let me help you and your husband.
I am not unappreciative, sir. But I'm afraid I presently lack the strength.
Basilio tells me you were present during the burglary yesterday. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, it gave me such a fright. I fainted, fell to the floor. I wish I could help you, but, I'm just utterly useless. Please, I want to rest before the inspector arrives.
Were you familiar with the deceased man found in the safe?
No, I did not know him, nor can I conceive of how the poor soul ended up there.
You've had quite the day, Mrs. Capello. I shall leave you be. If I have further questions, I may visit again later.
Okay. Adler Street, east of St. Clements. It's like around here. Okay, and let's go into Blindsided. Baskerville Street between Vernay and Bonaparte. There. So it looks like the closest one is... Oh. Wait, do we only get one at a time? But it looks like the closest one is... Iron Cotton. So I guess we'll continue down this line of investigation first. I'm trying to moonwalk me again. Oh! Easy. Easy. Where is it? Come on.
The best antiques in the district.
We have a large assortment and pleasant prices. Hello there.
You Billy Lloyd?
Ill-fitting pants, wonky nose, and hair that appears to have been cut by your own hand. You must be Billy Lloyd.
Oh, it's you! I knew you'd come.
You did?
You're Mirko Gallia, the best investigative journalist on Cordona. I'm a fan of your work.
Alas, you're mistaken. The name is Sherlock Holmes, and your employer...
Oh, of course. Discretion. I'm sorry. I doubt the policeman upstairs heard me, though, so your secret is safe with me, Sherlock.
Mr. Capello told me you were present during the burglary and scared the criminal off the property?
Hey, you should have seen it. As soon as the burglars saw me, they went white as death. Ran out the back door of the office. I heard a thud and cat shrieks, so I think they went over the railing and into the bushes out back. Clearly, my reputation precedes me. Mr. Capello was so proud.
You're a guard, but you didn't give chase.
Well, by the time I made it outside, they were miles away. So I went back to help Mrs. Capello. That kind of gentlemanly courtesy is why I'm so well regarded round these parts.
What did the thief look like?
Shorter than me, mid-20s, a huge scar across the right cheek going from the eye. Short hair. She didn't look like a ghost. Too corporeal.
Hold on. She? You didn't think to mention the burglar was a woman?
Why did you assume it was a man? It's the 19th century, sir. Ambitious young women are out there pursuing a career, and I, for one, encourage it.
Yes, yes, spare me the sermon.
It's on Adler Street as well. Is that coincidental? I wonder.
When did the burglary happen?
Oh, after 10 in the evening. I was just talking to Mrs. Capello.
Does she normally work this late?
No, it's the first time it happened. Usually I'm alone at night. I was explaining to Mrs. Capello how drinking water every 3 hours can help with digestion, when she excused herself and went back upstairs. Then there was a scream, and I ran up to the office, and...
I know what happened next, thank you. What about last evening? Do you have any more details about the break-in?
Of course. I write down everything that happens during my watch. Take a look.
Fastidious in its mundanity, but I will make of it what I can. I must go and inspect the crime scene. If I have further questions, Mr. Lloyd, I will find you.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be able to keep away.
Right.
The best on the market. You can wallop them, you can burn them. Nothing will work.
I bet he tested that himself. They sell door locks, padlocks. No Sherlocks, though. Probably for the best. Imagine dealing with two of you. Ugh.
I completed your stupid fucking thing yet? Nope. Whoa, what just happened? Dude, turn the flash off.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
The bottle is half empty.
Or half full, as John would say. There's,
a wine, well enjoyed.
There's the stuff at the bottom. I know that was important in Crime and Punishment.
Recently used, but why would it be here?
Okay, Dave. I don't know if you remember me. I started working at the forces recently. Chief sent me down here to inspect the body and everything.
Wouldn't want to be in his shoes. I'm a bit claustrophobic.
I'm supposed to be taken over until the investigator gets here. No, this is just clerical work. How did my boy die down here? He was trying to get out.
Blood on the safe door could have been left by the victim.
Looked like he was trying to get out.
Clear indications of blunt trauma, possibly inflicted before the victim was in the safe. Bulging veins, cyanosis, bloodshot eyes, odd foaming in the mouth. Bruises, torn nails, bleeding was severe and continued at length. Clothes are not fully buttoned. Was the victim dressing or undressing? What a rotten way to die.
Yeah, what a shame.
Oh, hey there.
Do you know anything else about the dead body in the safe?
Well, there is the rule of threes. You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours in harsh weather, and 3 minutes
Of you talking?
without air. I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, very enlightening, Mr. Lloyd, thank you.
Oh, actually, no. I don't know. I don't know.
Have you noticed anything different about Mrs. Capello recently?
Not really. She talks to me more when I start my shift. Probably because of the 100 Best Curry Recipes book I'm reading. Oh, and we've been running out of paper a lot lately, so she often sends me out to buy more for her. She's very particular about the paper we use. Only one store on the island stocks it, and it's on the other side of the town. But I'm really fast.
Interesting, thank you.
I know of it, but forgot.
What can you tell me about Mr. Capello?
He's a good employer, but very focused on work, and very serious about security, of course, since he employed a night watch of my caliber. Not everyone appreciates his strict business approach, though. Store clerks don't seem to last long in the office.
Good to know. A concert program from 7 years ago. An Augusta La Duca is listed as a harpist in the orchestra.
Is that a name that's important? Augusta, oh okay. Augusta, we do not have the time today for a chat because of my important client meeting, but I'm concerned by your desire to work such late hours. You seemed happy about it, which is why I did not bring it up previously, but perhaps it is best we have a conversation. I'm sure we can find a different arrangement. Is she a clerk?
2 theatre tickets for Shakespeare's Othello. The performance is tomorrow.
Have to respect the classics.
Intoxication from wine. They had the exact same bird on them as the other keys. You're kidding me. The diary shows Basilio Capello's schedule planned weeks ahead. There are several noteworthy recent entries. First, a meeting with a detective from several weeks ago, and second, 2 dates left with the safe yesterday and today.
He clearly needs a better work-life balance.
Signor Capello, it has come to my attention that Niccolo Dedi is soon to return to Cordona. We do not know what this means for the future of the Dedi family, but Orazio seems to be staying in Roma, so take it as you will. I want to strongly advise on behalf of the whole family that you avoid contact with Niccolo. We have no doubt that you will be able to retain your composure, even if provoked, but we do not know what the Dedis are planning. Be on your guard, the family's reputation is at stake. In Bocco al Lupa, Melon Giuliani. Lawyers later, okay. Niccolo Dedi, a young heir to the Dedi family business, has returned to Cordona after 12 years of studying and working on the mainland. This coincides with Orazio Dedi's departure in Italy and hints at the possibility that Niccolo is intending to take over the family business in Cordona. We'll be watching the situation closely as it develops, and we will endeavor to obtain a reaction from Basilio Capelli. The Capelli and Dedi feud has been existent for over 200 years, and even though this acrimony has been muted for the past few decades, some still remember the conflicts of the Gonzalo Dedi and the Vitalio Capello era. We're hoping that Niccolo's young man and Basilio's calm business attitude may find common ground.
Well-organized workplace?
Mr. Capello is the best.
Okay, this chap is seriously creepy.
Yeah, he's...
I swear I just saw a lion out there, on the railing.
I don't know.
Do you know anything about these entries?
No, but Mr. Capello is so well organized. I use a different method. Very popular among the Buddhist monks. You create an attic in your mind and...
I'm familiar. Keep it tidy, put only necessary information in, remove unnecessary information regularly.
What? No, it's called an attic. You just stuff it with everything. You never know what might prove helpful someday.
That is profoundly upsetting. Do you know whose keys these are?
Probably Mr. Capello's. Police took him so suddenly. I have the same set, but it's more efficient. Has fewer keys.
So you don't have access to the entire office?
No. Only Mr. and Mrs. Capello have the key to the back door.
Know what this note might be about?
I cannot presume to know another's mind, of course, but... I think Mr. and Mrs. Capello have been having some familial difficulties. Probably due to their lack of children. One of my oldest friends helps couples with their relationship troubles, and he always says...
You don't have to continue.
Oh, well, he says that to me as well, but I'm perfectly happy to.
No, I insist.
Hey there. Keep it together now.
The letter F is inscribed within a four-leaf clover pattern. Passe muraille. Walk through walls in French. Our thief seems rather arrogant. A comprehensive set of lockpicks, recently cleaned with no fresh scratches.
What am I missing?
Don't forget about the cats in the bushes, Sherry. Don't forget about the cats in the bushes, Sherry.
I mean, I saw them down here. I didn't pay any attention to them. I have to figure out what the hell I'm missing now.
Oh, what do I get out for? Worse jobs.
I'm going to catch the criminal myself.
Oh,
But
Strength,
Later.
security, peace of mind. Tacky.
Well, you know, that's your opinion, good sir.
is that not it? Is that not the last piece of evidence? No, I didn't want to go outside.
I'm gonna catch the criminal myself.
What?
But
Oh. Mr. Lloyd, the code to all safes in the office is 0013050. In future, kindly refrain from locking the trusses in our merchandise. We'll have to consider your complaint.
later.
Okay. So now I know that the safe. Safe combination now. What does that really give me?
They sell door locks, padlocks. No shirt.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, alright, I just need to present that to my man.
Is this code memo still valid?
Oh yes, it's the same combination code everywhere. It corresponds to Mrs. Capello's birthday, actually. In fact, during this year's celebration, I was allowed a sip of champagne. That's when I had to dry my trousers, and then I had to...
Okay, thank you, Billy.
There we go, all evidence collected. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Which one's my... okay, let's go to police archives. Let's just try a shot at that. I think we're nearing the end of this one. I mean, what? Oh, okay, wait, no, hold on. Felicia Savine, age 26, currently affiliated with the Backyard Boys gang, acting as the master burglar. The Backyard Boys have a hideout in Clay Street in central Miner's End. She has a distinct scar on her right cheek, gives conflicting stories to its origin, but has had it since at least age 18. After her parents died at sea, she wasted her inheritance. Felicia turned to crime. Has been arrested several times, but been cooperative with the law, lessening the severity of her punishments.
Maybe it would be wise to take a look around outside before we enter. Just a thought.
we're sneaking in here. Let's do this. Something like that. Alright, that'll probably be good.
The worst clothes at the best price.
Yeah.
Other gangs are planning an attack on the backyard, boy.
General, sorry, it seems that the backyard boys have been mobilized due to the botched robbery of Honor Capel by Felicia Sabine. They've believe that another gang set them up and they're going to track someone. I overheard, however, the pipe, the limping information broker of the gang, is calling by your informants. You found in central miners named on Market Road.
Merhaba.
I really hope that this doesn't fuck up my police thing. I'm still on Market Road, right? Yeah. Where the fuck is this person? Okay, come on. So, I fucking had to look it up because of course I did, and He's over here, and this isn't even part of Market Road.
Oh, clothes will be worn
One man's trash is another man's furniture.
Yeah, this isn't even Market Road, is it? This is Bridge Road.
Hello, mister. I've got some information for you. Heard you were asking.
Have you now? Well, let's hear it.
So the bandits, right? Not coming. Bigger fish to fry, they say. Bigger worries.
Interesting. Are you absolutely sure?
Heard it with my own ears. Lord is my witness.
Ah, good. Here you go. Buy yourself something nice. Might I suggest soap?
Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you.
What a simpleton.
That's supposed to be Philip from London. Good impression.
Okay. Okay, come on.
The best of
What do I do now? Oh, okay.
free markets cannot.
The worst clothes at the best price.
Well, we might run a little over this episode. Yeah, we'll definitely only have time for Blindsided after this.
I thought we were...
Tell me. Oh my god. That's the first time I've made that mistake in a long time. Coming in the air tonight. I shouldn't have taken that shot from so far away. I knew that I probably couldn't make it. Okay, the fucking thing is starting.
I couldn't miss the party. Oh!
Too simple. Excuse me. No more crime for you until next month.
I'm coming for you.
Don't bother.
The snuff's ready.
May I?
Don't give him the pepper spray. I can overcome the brute now.
I'm coming. I'll put you 6 feet under.
It's all yours now. Go for it. The snuff's ready.
Take a rest.
Give him the pepper snuff.
This is supposed to be the easy version.
I'm coming.
You go on hard.
Don't cry, you'll live. No more crime for you until next month.
You killed him.
Fuck! I killed the last one.
Okay, I give up.
God damn it. God damn it. I can't believe that. I actually can't fucking believe he just died right there. Oh, that pisses me off. Oh, I can't fucking believe that just happened. Okay. That actually, oh, that pisses me off so much. I can't even fucking begin to.
And here we are, Miss Sevigny. A place where we can talk about all your recent activities. We have a nice profile on you, you know.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, how?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then.
Yeah, no, that makes more sense.
You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines? Need I continue?
Zut alors! It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely.
Oh my god.
I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later? I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
You knew the victim?
You knew Mr. Detti. How?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
See him again?
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Wait. Until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there, too. It can't be coincidence.
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
Yeah, I suspected so.
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
Can we please do this later? I'm just so exhausted, sir. Can we please do this later?
Mrs. Capello, please take a moment to study this profile. Is this the woman who was in the office yesterday?
I don't remember. Please, I feel faint at the mere thought of it.
I see. Forgive me for expecting a gentleman's stamina.
I don't know.
To the best of your knowledge, does the safe's combination remain the same?
Nearly always. We have a default combination code we use on all our products for convenience. My husband can change it, though.
And no others?
I don't know. I certainly can't. I'm just so exhausted, sir. I don't know. Can we please do this later? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so exhausted, sir. I don't know.
Mrs. Capello, would you think your husband capable of that which he is accused?
No. Basilio is a good man, a devoted man. I love him. He cares about his work and cares about me. He approaches all his passions with diligence and temerity. I think there is nothing he could not achieve if he set his mind to it. Indeed, in all our years together, I cannot recall a single business opportunity Basilio failed to see through.
Thank you, Mrs. Capello.
He hid in the safe. Yeah, he hid in the safe. And she couldn't unlock it.
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist, your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your life.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office, and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband. Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love Basilio, I truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo. Oh, sweet Niccolo. He was the man I needed. If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something.
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards. Yes, he suspected.
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
I do not know.
Madam?
I don't know anything about his death.
Are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
What a long day.
Not much to say. I'm sorry.
Were you aware of this, Mr. Capello? Of the relationship between your wife and Niccolo Detti?
Enough! I will not hear it. Augusta is an impressionable woman feeling the stress of this horrible situation. She does not understand what she's saying.
I see. So, you think...
I think that if you want to help, you should stop bothering my wife and find the criminal responsible. Another question?
Is this note still valid?
Oh yes, we use this code by default for each safe. Now sometimes a buyer may ask to see how it can be changed, but I always reset it afterwards.
And the safe containing the body used the default code, I presume?
As it happens, no. In my demonstration, I wanted to show the bank clerks how easy it was to set a different combination.
Interesting. Thank you.
Not much to say. I'm sorry. Not much to say. I'm sorry. Another question? Not a whit. The woman is a liar and a criminal. I don't give it the slightest credence, and neither should you. Not much to say. I'm sorry. Another question? Not much to say. I'm sorry. Not much to say. I'm sorry. Another question?
I'm interested in some entries in your diary that may prove important. Could you elaborate on these ones?
Bene. I won't name the detective, but rest assured that is unrelated to the investigation. It is just one of our clients. And those safe entries are about an interested party who was going to purchase the product. We met yesterday, and today we're to finalize the transaction. Alas, that opportunity is no more.
You've been a good help.
Another question?
What was your intent behind this
This is private, young man, and hardly relevant.
Its relevance, as it were, remains to be seen.
My wife Augusta joined me in business half a year ago, but works late hours. I worry because I love her. What else do you need to know?
I appreciate your candor. How long have you known your wife, Mr. Capello?
How is that relevant, young man?
Please, I need a complete picture of all the parties involved. Consider, perhaps, the possibility that the burglar was targeting your wife.
It seems unlikely, though if a Detti was out to threaten my wife... We met 7 years ago. Augusta was a harpist with an Italian orchestra. The passion in her eyes back then. I am glad she still has some of it now.
And you and your wife get along well?
I love her most dearly, and I know Augusta loves me. I fear someday she may be bored at work, but I try to give her all she wants.
So what? Okay.
I will return.
Well, I'll come back. I don't think I will, actually. I think we're straight up accusing Augusta.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you.
Oh, fuck, there's 3 different kinds. Okay.
It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but this time he returned. So you hid Niccolo in the safe. A foolish move.
Yeah.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really? You could have saved his life by simply speaking with your husband, but you sought to free him another way. To free Mr. Detti, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe, and as a result, you killed your...
No. It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
Yeah.
You were afraid how it would affect the reputation of the Capellos, and you feared what your husband would do as a consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
Mrs. Capello, there is a way out of this mess. When the inspector arrives, tell him very little, insist you were with your husband and that he is innocent. But afterwards, you must tell Basilio about Niccolo. You wronged your husband. He deserves the truth.
Perhaps. Yes, I believe you are right. Please give me some time to prepare myself. And thank you.
Goodbye, madam.
I'm behind you with this one. Some people deserve a second.
Yeah, some people deserve a second chance. Okay. Okay, what are we running at? Ooh, we're fucking well over an hour at this point. God, okay, alright, we gotta finish this up. We gotta finish this up. Or maybe... Okay, maybe we end this episode. I might have to end this episode here, because it's running overtime, and I'd prefer it when the ones that go over, are the main quest ones, yeah. I'm gonna end it here, guys, but I'll immediately start recording again, get that next part out there. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.